Good morning. I am Dr. Sonia Cunningham Leverett with Hadassah's Crown Publishing. Excited this Saturday morning because we have heavily anticipated the launch of How We Love Our Sons. I'm just a little bit flustered right now because we're waiting for some of our authors to come in. The link that I originally sent out just didn't want to work this morning. So we have another link that I hope they're all able to access.
Good morning.
And for this event, for this collaboration, for everything that we've done, God has truly blessed. And I want to take a moment to just say, to God be the glory. To God be the glory for allowing us to be boy moms and for allowing us to come together and to collaborate on this great venture. In just a few minutes, we will introduce Angela Holliday Wright, who is the visionary behind this project. She is the founder and the CEO for an awesome organization entitled Building Beyond the Walls. And each book that is purchased from this collaboration will benefit that awesome project or that awesome endeavor that she's undertaking. Right now, it is developing young males, and very soon it will be developing young females as well. So if you have not purchased your book, you will have plenty of opportunities to. We have two of our ministers on with us, and I'm going to ask them if they can to type in the chat their cash apps so that you can support them and purchase books today if you can. And so we're going to be giving away some door prizes. We were going to introduce our authors in alphabetical order, but we're going to go with the authors that we have here. And so we are grateful that we just had two more to join us. And okay, we dropped one. All right, so we have five here. So let's start with Reverend Dr. Edwina Perrin. If you'll introduce yourself, tell a little bit about yourself, and then tell us who your son is. And we'll just continue to do that for a few minutes, and then we'll come right back with some door prizes. Reverend Perrin, looks like you froze. So we'll come right back to Reverend Perrin. Let's go with Reverend Lee, Yashika Lee, if you will introduce yourself.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yashika Lee. I am employed with Anderson School District 5. My son is Trey Lee. He is 22 years old. He recently graduated from Coastal Carolina with a degree in exercise science. He is currently a fitness trainer in Conway, South Carolina. And I am so proud to be his mom. I'm so proud to be his mom.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're delighted to have you all. Thank you so much for joining us today. All right, Latressa Crawford, you're up next.
Hello, dope people. Thank you all. I am Latressa A. Crawford. I am an author, executive life coach, speaker, and educator. I am the founder and CEO of Latressa A. Crawford Enterprises, where I am life coach, and we focus on stress management, mental clarity, goal setting, and goal attainment. I also have a business called Created Dope, where we do apparel and jewelry. And there are lots of other things included with the enterprises on that. My son is Christian Crawford, also known as Mr. Christian. He is a scholar at Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia. His major is now computer information systems because he recently changed his major. Ooh, hashtag boy mom. Right at your junior year. But nevertheless, he is funny. He is smart. He has quick comebacks for you. He keeps me on my toes. and he is one of God's greatest gifts to me.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're delighted to have you and Christian on board our project as well. We are seeing Sabrina Thomas. If you're able to unmute yourself and introduce yourself and tell us about your son.
Hi, my name is Sabrina Thomas. I am a retired educator and I currently teach some online with VIP Kids, and I am a full-time grandmother. Love that job. My son is Jalen Thomas. He is 20 years old and he attends North Greenville University, where he is a Christian studies major. He is serious about his faith and he tries to bring all that he can to Christ. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Blessed to have you all as a part of our project as well. So at this time, I am going to ask our visionary behind this project, Angela Wright, if you will introduce yourself. Tell us a little about Building Beyond the Walls, and if you would like to give away a couple of prizes. And then we will introduce, we have Cheryl Pulley, who was just able to join us. We'll have her introduce herself when you're finished in just a few minutes, Angela.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Angela Wright. I am the proud owner of Building Beyond the Walls nonprofit. We exist solely to bring a village approach to mentorship, growth mindset, and motivating our young people, moving them from a place of complacency to wanting to be all that they can possibly be. And we do that by engaging them through STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Before I go any further, I want to introduce you to this young man. This is my son, Alan. Say hello, Alan.
Hello.
Hello, Alan.
Alan is my 11-year-old. He shares a birthday with one of my uncles, who is no longer with us, Uncle James, and so he knows that that's Cheryl's one of her older brothers. He walks in big shoes. He has big shoes to fill, and so far he's doing an exceptional job. But both of my sons, William and Alan, William is 13, soon to be 14 in a couple of weeks. Yep. See all these gray hairs? Yeah. Just kidding. But my boys are both students at, you can leave if you want to, they're both students at Blythewood Middle here in Columbia, South Carolina. We are in Richland 2 School District, and they're both great boys. They are both great in competition with each other always. I'll tell this quick story just to give the other moms, and I think some of you have heard me tell this story, but one of the sons was tested repeatedly for gifted and talented, and always came up short by a couple of points. The youngest, of course, got it the first time in, and the oldest didn't get it until he was moving into middle school. So the competition in my house is fierce. You know, we all know that test scores don't necessarily dictate any person's, abilities, but we compete on everything, don't we, Alan? Yes. Unfortunately, he says. All right, tell everybody goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, but my organization was basically, it came formed out of a necessity that I felt because I have been in education for over 20 years. And I always found myself in schools that were either Title I or had a high student population of African Americans. And I almost always got the majority of males in my class, and they were never selected for, STEAM or gifted and talented or just a number of things. And I wanted to make sure before I left this world that I did my very best to provide a place for them to come, a safe place for them to come and, figure out who they were. And sometimes you don't know who you are until you are, allowed to do things, experience things, have exposure. And so that's what Building Beyond the Walls is all about. We've had a wonderful mindset moment speaker series where we've had people come, men especially, come talk to us about the benefits of being a scholar, teaching the boys how to navigate through manhood. We recently had a speaker come on and talk with us about perseverance. And the last one will be financial literacy. All of these men have poured into our boys in a miraculous way. They've spoken out of their souls. And I know that our boys left, along with the parents, we left changed and encouraged through this walk. Like I said in the beginning, Building Beyond the Walls is founded on a village approach. The majority of the people on the call today have blessed me in some way, shape, or form. We're all, not all of us, but the majority of us are from the same little small town, Lawrence, South Carolina. And we started with very humble beginnings, but because of the people that enriched our lives in Lawrence, we are where we are today. And none of us, I can speak for them, would change a thing. Yeah, none of us would change a thing. So I have the pleasure of, I think, giving away, oh my goodness, and I left it downstairs. Alan, there is a small brown bag on the bag. I have the pleasure of giving away our first gift. And you guys are going to have to help me because I can't see. So, Sonia, you can help me with this, right?
Okay, I will do my best.
Okay, so our first prize was donated by Miss Letitia Mechanic. And she is an independent seller of paparazzi. So she donated an entire set for us. And that's that. I feel like Vanna White. Do I look like Vanna? I just say Kiki Shepherd, right? Kiki Shepherd did her thing. All right. And this is beautiful. But can everybody see that? It's very pretty. So we've got a necklace with earrings. And there is a beautiful bracelet. Enlarging My Territory is the name of her business online if you ever want to order paparazzi. That's a beautiful bangle. And a ring to go with all of it. All right. So
can the authors participate on this?
I know, right?
I mean, wait.
See that pretty ring?
Maybe I have Kristen log in as me. You see? That is lovely.
Yeah.
That is nice.
All right. So how are we going to do this, Dr. Sonia?
We have 12 watchers. And so what question would you like to ask them? I'll put it in the chat, and whoever comes up with the answer first will win our first gift.
Okay, I've got the perfect question. How do you determine what gifts are too expensive? How do you go about making sure that you're not spoiling your children? And I think I'm probably one of the only, I'm looking around, Yashika, well, no, I think I'm probably the only one that's still dealing with the Christmas Santa / yeah. How are you dealing with that? Things that are Xbox and PS5 expensive versus things that we really need.
All right.
How can we form that in a neat little question? Because that's a loaded question, isn't it?
That is.
I tell you, I'm still dealing with that with a 21-year-old. You wrote down those things on your Christmas list to Santa.
Oh, really? Where is
And
that,
I,
Nina?
we
attaching
may have a we
and
may
the
have a panel. We may have a panel to help us decide on who will actually get that gift. So
Okay.
hold on to your next one. We're going to switch out some authors, and we have some waiting that need to be introduced. And so we're going to come back to some more gifts in just a few minutes. But we, again, just want to say that we're delighted to engage in this project to partner with Building Beyond the Walls. As you have heard, it is an amazing organization that is on the come up basically in developing young men. And so this Boy Mom Anthology, our authors have placed their cash apps in the chat so that you can purchase and support them. Funds do go to support the organization Building Beyond the Walls. So at this time, we're going to have Cheryl Pulley introduce herself, if she will, and tell us about her sons. And then we're going to bring in a couple of more authors.
Okay, I'm Cheryl Pulley. I'm a retired casualty claim manager. My two sons are Shannon and Ricky. Shannon is 44. He has a 12-year-old daughter and an 8-year-old son, so I'm a grandmother loving that part of life. Shannon is a graduate of Notre Dame with a BS in environmental engineering and Vanderbilt University with the MBA degree. He's a controller for American Home Builders and lives outside Chicago. Ricky, my youngest, is a graduate of Morehouse College. He's 29 years old. He's a licensed minister. He works with at Colorado State University in the Women and Gender Advocacy Center. Ricky chose a route of service. He's been involved in so many things. He organized a national march for Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown. He's an advocate. He's works with young men, especially young Black males, at Legacy Charter School, helping them, academically as well as athletically. So those are my two sons in a nutshell. They're avid Notre Dame and Los Angeles Lakers fans.
All right. We're delighted to have you and your very talented sons on our project. So at this time, we're bringing in we're bringing in Tanya. All right. Hello, Tanya. We are happy to have you with us. If you would introduce yourself to our group, please.
Hi, yes. My name is Tanya Woods. I am an assistant principal in Greenville County Schools and have been in education for 20 plus years. I won't say exactly how many. I am the mother to one 10-year-old delightful son, and he is the joy of my life. And I'm so glad to be a part of this project.
Awesome. We are delighted to have you and the Genius with us. And we know that you have some giveaways. So if you would like to go ahead with your giveaway now.
Okay, absolutely. I have a spa basket from Soulless. So it has some bath salts, loofah sponge, some lotions, face masks, some socks for when we get our feet all right, ladies. Uh, a little manicure set and some tea light candles. I don't know about you, but I like to have a little tea light in my bathroom when I'm taking a nice soaking spa bath. So this is a spa basket from Soul Lift, which is an encouragement ministry that has been in existence for about 4 years now. And my basket is going to the viewer that has the youngest child. So if you would post the age of your child, then the person who has the youngest child, either boy or girl, the youngest child is going to be the winner of that basket.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I posted that in the chat. So we're looking to see. I probably am disqualified. My baby is 24 now. And I want to take just a moment to say that he is Bryant Scott Cheek Jr. We call him BJ. He is 24. He is also recently a graduate of Coastal Carolina University, and he just started a new career. He's right now working at the post office, and he looks to pursue a fitness career and possibly a banking career in his future. So we are just, very delighted and blessed to have him. I was just, very blessed that God gave him to me. And it's just been an awesome experience being a boy mom. So I am so happy to collaborate with all of these beautiful women as they talk about their son and the love that they have for them. So at this time, we have introduced, okay, so let's see, Tony, are you there? We've had a couple of our authors who are having to travel. And so Yashika, I know, is on the road, and I know Tony's on the road, and it looks like she's coming in and out with her. We're able to see her for a minute, and then we can't. So hopefully, as soon as we're able to get a good connection with her, we can have her introduced. Let's try Sandra Leverett. I see her. Maybe we can get her on at this time to introduce herself. Okay, Sandra, welcome to the broadcast. You are on the stage now. If you would like to introduce yourself and tell us who your sons are. And it looks like she may be frozen. So we will come back to her. We also had Reverend Suzette Adams waiting on the stage, behind the stage, and we lost her some kind of way. So prayerfully, before it's all said and done, we will have everybody introduced and everything will finally work out and go smoothly. So let's see. Let's go with Latressa. Would you like to go ahead and tell us about your door prizes? You're still muted. Okay.
Just like school. So I said I have a couple of door prizes. Do I do one at a time, or how would you like for me to?
One at a time would be great.
Okay. One of the ones I have, and I stated earlier, one of my businesses is called Created Dope, where I also make apparel and jewelry. So I have a bracelet that is genuine stones, genuine hematite, genuine amethyst stones. And it's purple and gold because mothers are royal. And it even has a little crown on it. So I will be giving this away to the person who, and I think I'm going to throw in another little bracelet with that to make it a set, which will also be genuine stones with that as well. For the person who tags the most people in the comments. So whoever tags the most people in the comments, you will receive a bracelet set. Remember, the purple and gold, and I'm going to throw in another. I think I'm going to throw in some onyx with that power. So that stone represents power because mothers are powerful. So tag, whoever tags the most people in the comments, that will be your gift.
Awesome. Well, I am checking those comments right now. So if you are watching, and we are grateful for those of you who are out there, please type in the comments so that you can win these awesome gifts. We're looking for the mother of the youngest child. And we're looking for, Latressa, repeat that again. Oh, the person who tags the most. So yes, tag some people. Yes, please help us with that. And so I would just like to say that I am grateful to Balloon Envy, a new up and coming business in the upstate who actually does yard signs. They do balloon towers. And so you can see some of the balloon tower that's behind me, but just very nice balloon structure for our event today. So check them out, balloonenvy.com, I think. I'm not sure, but I will post it in the chat. Let's see if we can get a couple of these authors on now that they have their, it looks like they may have a pretty good connection right now. So I see their names when I add them, but for some reason I'm not able to. Okay, well, maybe your face will show up soon if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself for us. Sandra, did you freeze again? Okay. Tony, can you hear me? All right, I don't know what's going on, but I apologize and I'm sorry that we're having some issues with our connection. It looks like now we're down to 4 on the screen, but I would like to say that Tony Cunningham Smith is one of our contributors. She is the mother of a son, Chris, who is 30. His name is Christopher Jameson Merrill, and he is a graduate of South Carolina State University, where he played football, and now he works for Spectrum. He's a personal trainer, and he's kind of branching into a stone business on the side. So he has a lot going on, and she's very, very proud of him. Sandra Leverett is my mother-in-law, and she is proud of her 2 sons. She is a retired educator with 40 plus years in the Anderson County school systems. And her sons are Reverend Barry T. Leverett and Rodriguez Leverett. And so she tells great stories about them and just about their loving relationship over the years. I think her sons are the oldest sons that are actually featured in the book. So we go from maybe, I think 7 all the way up to 51. So the love that a mother has for her son, it never ends, never dies. And I know that Karen Neely was going to try, she was working this morning, she was going to try to come in and come out and just say hello, but she is a contributor. She's a cosmetologist in Maryland, and she is the mother of 1 son who is around the age of 30. And I was looking forward to hearing her tell about her son. And then also Tammy White Richardson is a retired educator in the Lexington area. She is the proud mother of a very successful son, as well as Jan Barker, who is a retired U.S. Air Force major. She has 2 sons that she has spoken about in our anthology. And so there are 14 contributors altogether. Reverend Suzette Adams attempted to get on earlier, and it just was not working out for her. But she is very proud of her son. If you are friends with her or follow her on Facebook, you can see that her profile picture is her son right now. And so she has several ministries. She's a chaplain. She's a counselor. And so you can follow her on Facebook. And I, wish so badly that everybody could be on the broadcast at the same time. But we are just elated that you are here with us today. Thank you so much for taking your time out. Our authors have nicely placed their cash apps in the feed in the chat so that you can purchase an anthology. They're also available on Amazon, but if you can, support locally, support one of our authors. And if you already have an anthology, perhaps you can get an anthology for someone else. They make beautiful Christmas gifts. And so if you have read yours and, want to share this gift with someone else, this might be a nice group, a nice discussion, a book talk for a ladies group. It could be a nice book talk for a group of sons, but it's not just limited to mothers and sons. This could be obtained for fathers and daughters as well. It's basically a family project, but there are so many great topics that are in here, and we broached a couple of them. For example, how much love is too much? How much giving is too much? Can you do too much for your son? So just lots of ways that you can use this anthology in discussions and teaching. There are biblical principles discussed in here. There's scripture in here. So this is basically my commercial for the anthology that I, of course, just think is absolutely wonderful, because we're trying to inspire our sons as well as yours. And I got a beautiful testament from one of our contributors last night. I think she may have, were close to one of the youngest sons, but he read it and he said to her, Mama, thank you for what you wrote about me. And I can just imagine just how special that moment was. It's something that she will cherish in her heart forever. And she's made an impression on him where, she tells him, I'm sure, all the time how much she loves him. But when you see it in black and white, and that she's willing to share this and her sentiments with the whole world, that makes a huge difference. Yeah. It really does. So let's see if we can have Edwina, Reverend Perrin, if you will, share your prizes at this time.
Okay. I have two. We'll do one at a time. The first one is my best seller, Amazon bestseller, Fear to Freedom. And this was a compilation project. So I wrote this 2 years ago. As a matter of fact, 2 years ago today, it went live. So I can tell you why God is in this. It's amazing. That's why we're having so many technical issues. The enemy does not want this book out that we have published, because somebody is going to become free. And I am laughing because they are widening the highway so near my house. So AT&T keeps dropping. The internet keeps dropping. So I said, you know what, God? You got this. Somehow, some way, I'll get back on there. At any rate, Fear to Freedom. So my question for a prize to win Fear to Freedom, this again is a collaboration of authors talking about how to break free of fear. This is a very good book, and so many stories in here. 10 authors in this book. Again, it's an Amazon bestseller. My question is, and you can give me one of them. There are 2 books in the Bible that God is not mentioned. God's name is not mentioned. If you can give me one of those books where God's name is not mentioned in that book, this will be your copy, and this will be signed by me.
I know the answer to one of them. And one of them is very closely connected to the name of Hadassah's crown. I'm not telling the answer, but I'm ineligible. I can't win. So I'm looking for the answers in the chat thread. So we hope to have a winner.
Sonia?
Yes.
I think my question may have been more loaded than it should have been. So we're going to change our question to whichever viewer has a son that plays baseball. Since my 2 and my nephew are, love playing baseball, let's go with that question. Once we get, and I think we've got some answers. Sabrina's playing. So Dr. Edwina, you might be giving that book away sooner than you think.
And she is correct.
Yes.
Awesome. So one of you said there are 2 books, and so one of the books is Esther, and
she put Ruth also, so she put both answers.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So because you had two giveaways, right?
Yes. You want me to go ahead and give away the next one?
Yes. You can do another question.
Oh God. Okay.
Another surprise or prize.
Okay. So this one is When CEOs Pray. It's a 12-month devotional. So it is written. I wrote this one last year. I seem to publish all my books around the same day. This one was published last year. So I'm excited for this one. This is not just for a CEO, but this is for anybody, because we're all CEOs in our homes. We run our homes, we pay our bills, we do everything. But this book is a devotion to kind of keep us grounded and to make you just really sit down and do a devotion. But this one right here, my question is, oh God, let me think of a question. Okay, here's my question. My questions are biblical this morning. What is the longest book in the Bible? What is the longest book in the Bible? The longest book in the Bible, and this will be yours.
All right, viewers. So remember that our authors have have the information. They have their Cash App in the chat, and for some reason, I'm hearing that the comments are showing up. My comments, my questions are showing up in the private chat. So let me just try to put them over here as best I can. Hopefully you're able to hear, and you were able to hear the question. We're looking for the youngest mom, and we're looking for the longest chapter or the longest book in the Bible. And we're looking for another baseball mom.
Mhm.
Y'all help me. What else are we looking for? Okay, we have an answer here. Somebody wrote Psalms. Let's see. That was Cassandra Lynn Kendrick Gray.
That's my cousin.
Is she our winner?
Okay, well, Dr. Leverett, I see Tony Cunningham Smith
Okay.
was first.
Okay.
Or did both of them says 10:36 a.m.
Okay. Well, I do see Tony Cunningham Smith in the thread first. So she is an author.
Oh, she's an author. Okay. She's an author. So okay, well, we'll go with Cassandra since it was Tony is an author.
All right. Well, I will make sure the two of you are connected after this chat, or Cassandra, you're welcome to inbox Reverend Edwina Perrin to make sure that she is able to get your contact information. And the same goes for anybody who has won a prize. We're still looking for the mother of the youngest child, and we're looking for another baseball mom. So y'all let us know that you're out there. All right. I think everyone has been introduced. I wish that everyone could have introduced themselves so that you could have seen their faces and they could have told you who they are themselves. But we've just had a few kinks that we've tried to work around this morning. I just want to say from the bottom of my heart that this has been an awesome project. I am so very blessed to have worked with these women are very passionate about their sons, of course, and about being moms, but about what they do in life. When we really looked at our resumes together, most of us overwhelmingly are educators. It's funny that the majority of us are also Deltas. But at the same time, we are all service oriented, whether it's cosmetology, whether it's the armed forces, whether it's ministry. We have a lot in common. And so I think that you will truly enjoy the inspirational stories that we have shared. And I want you to read these stories, but I don't want you to stop there. Once you read our stories, I hope that you will pen your own. And it may not be necessarily to your son. It may be to your neighbor's son. It may be to your daughter. And so we just need you to put down how you feel so that you can encourage, you can uplift, and you can motivate someone. When you write, it benefits you. It gives you an awesome release, but at the same time, it lifts and it motivates someone else. And that's what we're trying to do, because 2020, we can say a lot of different things about 2020, but we want to end it on a positive note. And our goal has been to uplift and to inspire despite all of the hate and the ugly things that are going on out there in the world. There's enough of that. We can find it 24/7, but we are trying to uplift and to motivate. So we pray that you will continue to support us. We are grateful that you have watched and joined in today. This is our anthology. It is available on Amazon, but don't go there. Go to our chat where you can actually, support our authors. And so authors, if you posted your Cash App in our private chat, please make sure that you have it out there on Facebook. I will try to, even after the broadcast is over, make sure that all of the Cash Apps are out there so that you can each be supported. So again, I would like to thank all of our sponsors. I think we may have a few more prizes, but we want to make sure if we can, we give away everything that we have. So did I overlook any of the prizes? Do we have anything else lingering? Angela, did you have something else?
We have, I don't have it with me because that's my error, but I will say that it is a beautiful project of love. I will say this. It was donated by Tam Unique Decor and More, which is a wonderful little, um, I want to say organization, but it's not a group, a store, we're vendors. Treva Bates, Marcy Sales, and myself, we love getting together and creating things. And so the item that I have to donate is a vintage window with a grapevine wreath attached, and it has a welcome sign on the front and a beautiful ribbon. It's very nice. Again, a labor of love to donate for what we're doing here. And again, whoever wins this, I'll make sure I get it to you. And we'll make sure it's a contactless delivery. But I do want to say that this gift, the question for this one is, will go to the viewer who cooks with their son. Who cooks with their son? That's something that I enjoy doing. I know when my boys were younger, we cooked together all the time, and it was basically, making pizza. We make our own dough and crust. But now we've moved into everything from macaroni and cheese, and Cheryl's son Ricky, you know the boys make sure we see what Ricky is preparing, and then I always get, okay, so can we make such and such and such, so they're always looking up to their older cousins. But I also want to say, I'm always taking an opportunity to talk about building beyond the walls. Let me say this very quickly. We are expanding. I know Tanya is a mentor, Edwina, Yashika. I know that you all work in the life of your church and all of those things, but I'd like to invite these ladies. My Aunt Cheryl has already been tapped on the shoulder, as well as Sonia, but we are expanding and we will start mentoring young ladies. And this goes to our viewers as well. If you have a daughter, granddaughter, niece, or someone in your church, in your neighborhood, and you know that they would benefit from our program, these young ladies are in third through ninth grade, and we've been approached to go even higher than that, but we'll see. But definitely in third through ninth grade, we would love, love, love for you to come on board and be a mentor. Like I said, Aunt Cheryl and Dr. Leverett have already been tapped on the shoulder to support this effort. But this goes for our viewers, our listeners, anyone who is interested in being a mentor. We're always looking for mentors for our young boys. Our cycle will begin March 2021 and run to March of 2022. So if you are available, and it's not right now, of course, everything is virtual. Everything from our mindset moments. This coming, next Saturday, December 5th, we are actually going to be doing a STEAM challenge with our peer mentors from Clemson. And the boys absolutely love it. I love watching their minds, when they are designing whatever the project is. And then when they're finished with it, it's a beautiful thing to sit back and watch them realize, okay, this was something that I persevered through. Some of them are able to work in pairs, like my two are here together. And then Janice, our author, her sons are also a part of the program. They work together. They collaborate very well. And
I think
again,
you
that
guys can
part
hear
is
me
beautiful.
now.
I think I hear, yes,
Reverend Adam.
Suzette is on with us finally.
Yes. So if you'd like to introduce yourself, you can. And Angela, I'm sorry we're interrupting you, but we will come back to your thought.
No problem.
It's about 500 times.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Wow. And we've had several authors. The same thing has happened. So, like Reverend Perrin said, Satan is really trying to disrupt this entire operation. And so we know that God is being glorified as a result of that. So he's not happy. He's not happy with us at all, but it's okay because he can just go back from whence he came. But anyway, Angela, you were finishing your thought.
Well, I will stop to say this. I'm going to switch gears and say that this is a labor of love. I want to thank you, Sonia, for allowing this to all come together. This definitely was a seed planted in my spirit, but we are changing the narrative on how people see our children. We wanted everyone to see that we love our sons just as much as they love theirs, and we push our children and, in a good, positive way, and that we want them to be the very best that they can possibly be. So this has been something that be careful what you put out into the atmosphere. I will say that because it was from my lips to God's ears. And Sonia took it, and before I could, get scared, get nervous, what'd you say, Dr. Perrin? Moving from fear to freedom. I didn't have a chance. It was like, okay, let me see who else would be interested. And then there were more people than I anticipated. Of course, there were some who, we thought, but then everyone who was supposed to be a part of the project ended up being a part of the project. And it has been nothing but a blessing. My boys also read my little part, I Prayed for You. And the youngest led us in prayer for Thanksgiving. And the oldest stopped me dead in my tracks when he said to me that over the past few years, he's grateful that I've been home and able to be here and spend so much time with them. Now, just for a moment of transparency, that's also a catch-22 because, we want to give our children so much. We work so hard. And what I didn't realize was that my absence was, even in the moments that I thought I was spending a lot of time with them, they still desired more, so I'm not doing a whole lot, but I'm here. I'm present. Let me say that I'm present, because there's a difference between being in the house, ironing, washing, taking care of them, making sure they have a hot meal, but then being present to hear what's going on with Fortnite and, the latest PS5 game that's coming out, or, sitting down and listening to all of the different things that are happening with Miles Morales, the African-American Spider-Man, and being able to have conversations. That's been huge for them. And it's been a blessing all at the same time. So get the book, guys. Get the book. I can't stress that enough. Get the book. I said the first time I think we did an interview that it would also be a great tool for mothers of daughters. Why? Because it gives you just a little glimpse into the lives of what we do to get our sons ready, or potentially get our sons ready to be fathers, to be husbands, all of those things. So I think it serves as a wonderful tool, a coffee table book, or just a beautiful gift to share all the love that we have, as Sonia has said, in uplifting and inspiring not just our sons, but everyone's children.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. I would like to go back to the thread or the chat. I did miss Francine Brooks is on, and she actually typed her comment before Cassandra, and we don't want to go back and revoke a gift. We want Cassandra to have her gift, but we have some responses that we haven't received yet. For example, we're still waiting for the baseball mom and for the youngest mom. So perhaps one of our gifts can go to Francine Brooks.
If she would like the spa basket, I'd be happy to give that to her.
Oh, wow. Francine, I hope you're still on. You are in for an amazing treat. I saw that.
Yeah.
It was like, I want that. I want all the gifts. They're all awesome. But hopefully your own, and we'll be able to get that to you. So thank you. I'd like to thank each one of our sponsors, those who are on and those who are not on. We've called the names, and so we hope that you will support these organizations and these sponsors who have been so very generous. Great products, great products that you are receiving. So share them once you receive them so other people can support as well. I would like to again thank Angela for having the confidence in me to share this opportunity with me. I prayed about it, and God says, "Yes, let's make it work. Let's make it happen." Because again, it's a completely positive, uplifting project that we have gotten excited about, that we've taken on, and we've just pretty much run with. And so, some of the stories, like Angela said, hers is, "I prayed for you." I've shared letters that I've written to my son over the years. I love Tanya's because she really ministered to me. Don't push, just let children go at their pace. They're not in a race. They don't have to compete with anyone. Sabrina talks about how her son was heaven sent. And Cheryl, as she said earlier, her sons are 15 years apart. And she didn't think that that bond would be there, but it is there, stronger than anything she could have ever imagined. Tony talks about her son. Oh, so many blessings. Tammy, who couldn't be with us today, her son is considered a rainbow child.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, you need to read the story. Yashika, who is traveling with her son today, says to know him is to love him. And he shared, just at a young age, he was able to overcome a very racist situation with love. And that's what we're trying to inspire. Reverend Suzette Pearson Adams is extremely pleased and excited to be the mom of her beautiful baby boy. And she talks about that story of love in the book. Reverend Edwina Perrin shares a letter to her son about something that happened in a parking lot. It's amazing how we can take something that seems so simple and make it, just minister in such a way. Jan Barker is real. She says that she is a flawed mother who loves her sons. And so it's amazing the way she shares that story. And then we have Sandra Leverett talking about the love of her boys for over 50 years. Kira Neely talks about the bond of a mother and a son. And then Latressa talks about her son's confessional. And so you may not know what a confessional is. You need to read the story because it's a word that they have coined and it works. And we end the book with her sensational poem entitled Hey Black Man. But in between these beautiful stories, there are quotes, and then our authors are using scripture. And so just from cover to cover, the entire book that is 104 pages is just filled with motivation after motivation. So if you haven't gotten your book, please get it. We have some prizes. We're still waiting for you to type in the comments so that you can let us know that you want your prize. And also, I would just like to take time to thank the authors of other books who are supporting us today, who are watching and viewing. And also, Angela, we have several board members who are viewing today. So thank you, board of directors, for Building Beyond the Walls. Thank you, everybody. And before we go, I do want to say that we are looking to start another anthology, this time with fathers. And we didn't just limit it to fathers of sons. Fathers can talk about the love that they have for their daughters, just the love of parenting, period. So if you know a father, direct them to Hadassah's Crown Publishing's website or Facebook page or Building Beyond the Walls. And do follow Building Beyond the Walls so that you can participate in the mindset moments and the other events and just know what's going on and how you can participate. You can possibly be a volunteer, a donor. You can also become a mentor. So, Angela, I saw you wanted to make a comment.
I just wanted to thank all of the board members for taking time out of their busy schedule to be with us this morning. I also wanted to just a quick little aha. Sonia and I were actually approached by fathers wanting to know, well, wait a minute, what about us? So again, here's another opportunity where You know, we've heard all this time that Black dads aren't involved, Black dads don't care, they don't want. We've got a number of fathers out there waiting, willing, and ready to pin their story, you know. So if you fall in that category, by all means, we would love for you to be a part of this next project.
Awesome. So we are looking forward to that. Also, anyone who has written anything, if you're interested in publishing, I have publishing packages that are on sale through December 31st. Connect with me. Let's talk about what it is that you have so that in the new year, you can fulfill your dream of publishing. So this has been a wonderful event. We just are grateful to you for taking time. We know that some of you couldn't meet us here at 10 o'clock and you'll watch the video later. We may still have some of those prizes. If you don't see the answer in the chats, then maybe you can, or in the chat, you can maybe put your answer there. But thank you for your support in advance. We love you. We love our sons, and we're trying to share that with the world. Also, if you didn't get to see our other live interviews so that you hear the topics that we talk about, you can go back and view those from the Hadassah's Crown Facebook page, and follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. I know that Building Beyond the Walls is also on Facebook and Twitter as well, and possibly in Instagram as well.
Yes.
Yes, and then follow all of our wonderful authors and contributors. This has been a great moment in time. We are again grateful to each of you. Anybody, have I forgotten anything anybody else want to say before we close out? Everybody just has a smile, so that means that everything was good. We again appreciate you, and we pray that you'll have a blessed remainder of the day and weekend. And again, we thank you so much for your support, and I'd be very remiss if I didn't end without saying we are appreciative to God. Thank you, and for all of this, to God be the glory.
Yes.
Amen. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.